not anymore.
Am I a robot? Not anymore.
It sounds like a robot to me.
Oh, it's because I have two outputs going on again.
Tell you, that's a good voice sound for Merlin, though.
Really? There we go.
Yeah, I
it?
would imagine Merlin sounding like two people talking at once.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll have that fixed. Okay. All right. I am so sorry about that, everyone. I did the classic thing of restarting my machine. Thanks. There we go, Colin. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Everyone, welcome. This is episode 55 of the Great Pendragon campaign, and we never have technical problems ever. It is the summer of the year 510. Wait, Colin, Jim, you all doing well?
Yes.
I saw you combat roll. I saw you, Colin. I saw you combat roll your camera. Is everything okay?
Yeah. No.
Right.
I need to do a barrel roll.
Jim,
As one does. I'm post-verbal, thank you.
Post-verbal.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we are going to the big old screen. We are going up to the Battle of Pendragon today. We are fast forwarding about 7 weeks of time since we last fought down at the Battle of Carleon, which now I know how to pronounce, thanks to me listening to Mallory's Le Mort d'Auteur on audiobook. So, lucky me. It's kind of like listening to Dune for the first time and you realize that you've been saying everything wrong.
Yeah.
I have about a 60% success rate, and that is me being very rosy. Okay. Oof. But anyways, we are fast forwarding 7 weeks. Arthur is on the march to the north. So if you remember at the Battle of Carleon, 6 kings stood against Arthur. Their men outnumbering yours by almost near 2 to 1. But you still held the field, and at sort of the last possible moment, Arthur drew the sword, Excalibur, blinding the other group for a moment, and sort of taking advantage of that. Numerous peasants came out of Carleon to help, like, in addition to you all, kind of just having a chance to surprise attack one more time, and sort of ran them off the field. It was an indecisive strike, and so since then, King Lot and his forces have been fighting and raiding their way back north, being pressed more and more, and this is where we're beginning, 7 weeks later in the Battle of Pendragon. And so King Arthur, quick thing, you two are still depressed, right? Or melancholic?
Melancholic for my man.
Yeah.
And Gareth is technically maddened.
Yeah.
But we're going to deal with that in a little bit.
Right. I think, didn't we talk about him possibly going home? No. Him going home and... we didn't talk about this.
Yes, we did. We said but you got, I think you got waylaid and you weren't going to.
Okay, right. I lost honor. That's right. I lost honor.
Right. Quick,
forcing Acewin to go home. Yep.
This is the higher contrast version of the map, by the way. I turned Arthur's stuff blue. Saxon controlled is red. Cornwall yellow. Hot pink is Lot et al. Cool. And another king I don't remember. The Northern Wales. Anyways, we're fighting up at the Battle of Pendragon, and King Arthur is going to have a little pep talk for you all before this battle. You've been marching for most of this time, and so you can almost imagine a Henry V kind of moment of a camp in the woods, again, going up towards Cameliard, but like Pendragon, like this whole Arden Forest is just real thick, heavy old woods and stuff, right? Marching on your horse has been precarious. And Arthur will muster you all on the eve before battle and say, "Knights and lords, if I'm king of this whole land, then I will be more than king of just the field of battle, because I cannot be just a conqueror. It is not the light of Excalibur that makes me king, but it will be the light in my heart. For lords, we will fight not to purge our enemies, but protect our lands. For Pendragon is ours. Earl Sanham, come. And Earl Sanham is the Earl of Pendragon. As you know, he comes up here and says, "For this man was one of the first to kneel for me. And it matters not if he was the first nor the last, for we are all loyal. And for that, we will protect. And if he requests aid, aid shall be given, with every fiber of my being." See, he's kind of positioning here that like he's kind of realizing the toll he's taking on asking so many people to fight for so long. No.
It's also kind of the opposite of what Uther did. Uther was like, "Yo, you fight for me."
Yeah.
And Arthur is being like, "Hey, man,
I fight for you."
I fight for you.
Exactly. And this gives a huge rousing, like, huzzah, hip, hip, huzzah from the crowds here. It says, "So once more, tomorrow morning, to arms, show these northern lords that we will speak their language of violence fluently." Arthur, this lanky boy, coming quickly rising up to the occasions. This was kind of necessary before the battle. There was a little bit of like grumbling amongst the ranks, right? Going up this far. And so this sort of like represents that sort of moment here.
I can dig it.
Arthur still hasn't had a chance to really sit down and think of all of the, for a second, like put yourself in Arthur's shoes and realize just like how much of a mess he inherited in terms of think of all of the land that got switched over and retaken and destroyed and since in the 20 years or so since he, right, and now he has to literally listen to this shit for the next like rest of his life.
He grew up in Tribruit, right? That's just north of Rydachan, which is like I feel like Rydachan was so emblematic of the anarchy. It just got fucked over left and right.
So he's aware of this, but the problem is that he hasn't really had a chance to sit down and hear everything, right, and make sure it's right. Most notably missing at this battle for now is Merlin. Several folks, Merlin, Sir Brastius, and Sir Ulfius, to name a few, they have all left south. They've left south pretty much since the start, since last session. They are heading down towards the continent. They were looking for King's bands and boars, who are two enemies of King Claudius on the continent. They are technically would be enemies to Idris as well, now that I think about it. But yeah, so basically like Brittany, right? So they're trying to go against him.
Is this like on behalf of Arthur, or is it just like, hey, we got business? Okay.
They didn't like keep themselves away. Yeah, no, this was something that they were planning on. Again, you weren't like privy to all the conversations that that Arthur's holding and stuff, but there was a reference that the Earl made that some folks, if you don't want to battle, you could have went with them. And basically they're asking for reinforcements right here. Basically enemy of my enemy kind of thing. And that if they can get some people, that would help out.
All right. Yeah. Classic, bring in a mouse to catch the cat and then bring in a dog to catch the
snakes.
Nope, I got that. Something like that.
Forgot the snakes. And then the grill is freezing
right now
in the winter.
Fantastic.
Speaking of which, they should be here before Hallows Day. So a couple months.
All right.
So, how are you all feeling before this battle?
So, melancholy at the least.
Yeah.
It's like a week per point, right? That you have in a passion.
Yep. So, Gorthrid's halfway through unless someone snaps him out of it.
Yeah, so I'm a little about the same, functionally. We haven't tried to snap each other out of it yet, right?
No.
I don't recall that.
No, you haven't.
But like that's the big risk. If we do that and fail, it goes even worse.
Yeah. I think it's worked one other time since we've started playing. Like
Mathematically, it should have worked more often than once, but you're right. It's only worked the once.
It involved a helmet hitting you.
Yeah, last time it was a cascade as I went mad and then my squire, and then I think one of your people went.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, Durstwy? Durstwy?
Well, so I was thinking about it, and I wanted to know whether or not Arthur's speech here would count as an attempt at snapping out of it.
I mean, text is very open-ended into what it looks like, I think, probably on purpose.
Yeah. I'm of the mind to take a look.
You didn't, but the thing I couldn't remember in my notes, I didn't write down, is whether or not you had loyalty of you failed loyalty of your lord. Because if you failed loyalty of your lord, I don't think loyalty of lord it would be the thing that snaps you out of it.
Gorthron failed loyalty lord, and really all it says is if it's vaguely appropriate, there might be a penalty. I don't know. A healer can attempt to use the healer may use any passion or trait which they have to penetrate the victim's feelings, victim being the person melancholic, even if it potentially provokes anger.
What I would say is
loyalty lord. Yeah.
What I would say is that Arthur's speech redoubles any efforts for healing. So let's think about someone who would try to heal you, and I would give you like a +5 to the heal test here, as basically Arthur has tried to with his epic oratory skills that only I am just it's a tribute to would lend aid to. So Gorthron, you've been given a wide berth this whole time because basically everyone knows that you'll snap at anything.
He's just a big brooding baby.
Yeah.
Imagine that's mostly what Gorthron's been doing. Like he's fallen. I mean, he does what he's not like wandering off, right? But I imagine he's not pleasant to be around. And I imagine anyone other than his squire and maybe closest friends he snaps at.
Misery loves company. I think Gareth Gareth and Gorthron are probably snapping at each other a lot.
Oh yeah, one of those just like get the two of them away from each other, like two raw nerves. Just no.
As I recall, I contextualized my failure of loyalty lord not in the sense that he had doubts about the idea of like this loyalty to one's lord, but that he wasn't sure
he was the best fit anymore.
No, that he kind of was like, I need to die for my lord. That the only thing I'm good for is to die for Arthur. And that he's taken on a very extreme fatalistic kind of interpretation of serving one's lord. It's like, okay, I lay myself at the fucking feet of any enemy. And it's like, well, Gareth, that's not a healthy way. Like, Gareth's therapist is like, that is not a healthy way to process your feelings.
Then yeah, okay. Well, that certainly would sound like then. Let's try to do a snap out of it test for you. Okay. So this will be Arthur's role here. And if I recall, it has to be greater than your own passion, right? So basically, I have to roll. It's like it's an opposed test, like any other test, right? Only it's the trait that you're rolling against, right?
Well, because I beefed it with a 20 on a 19. So my value is currently 18 because it automatically bumped down.
Right, and what I'm saying is that then you have to test again, and if I roll higher than your test, like it's a versus test, not a fixed against your loyalty, but like
so I'm rolling against 18, he's rolling against whatever, and
exactly
it's an opposed. Got it.
Yep.
All right.
He gets +5 to this. Well, he has a 20. All right. Well, he's got a 24 here.
So it doesn't matter what I roll, huh?
Probably not.
Nope. Yep. So forgot where there. Yep. So let me just roll that real quick. I technically succeeded.
Well, all right. You are snapped out of it. So.
Okay.
And Gorthron. You are not snapped out of it. So someone's going to need to come to you, though, right? That's what we decided on?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know that we decided on anything. Is he able? Is Arthur able? Like, is just Arthur's speech able to help him? Help Gorthron?
Yeah, I think so. I think, here, let me ask you this, because this might be up to Gorthron.
Sure.
Because what Arthur's doing here is not only saying like what we just spoke about of like, hey, don't fight for me just as a conqueror because I'm the best, but like he also didn't draw Excalibur here because he's like, don't follow me just for this sword, right? Follow me what's in my heart, right? I'm not just the vessel of a sword, right? I am a king, and that is more than a sword.
Right. Yeah.
And that.
Okay. Yeah.
And whether or not that would like get Gorthron to snap out of it, because you were not the only ones who had bad passions, right? And
certainly not. No.
Disgruntles in the ranks. So this was like an attempt to fix that.
Yeah. And I recall, I'm not sure how much of it came out in play, but like for me, Gorthron's response there is like, oh, this is the reality of the king that he's got, not the king that he's boasted about wanting and talked about. So in many ways, it is Arthur just saying like, well, listen, you got to accept me as I am, not like I am still, however the hell old Arthur is now, 19, or something,
18,
18. So yeah, I can see it as just as being a Gorthron coming to grips between his his fevered imaginings of what this should be like and the reality of like, oh no, you still got to bring all these other kings in line. Like they're not just gonna.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. You're not gonna necessarily get the Schneider cut out of him, right? You have to. No. Sometimes you just have to. Yeah. The Whedon cut is what you get. That's just
all right. Well, here's
topical.
It's really. Thank you, Colin.
Well, can you
going for the topical humor?
Test your loyalty here, and
let's see.
Right, okay. So well, you failed, so he would have passed it. Okay, good. So you've come down as well this eve before battle. This is when Sir Kay will come along the ranks, maybe talking to Gareth, any other like the lords, basically anyone head of the Esquils, right, about the general battle plans going tomorrow, and says that's when Sir Kay comes over and goes, well, gentlemen, we've heard that King Lot's been talking to Pictish mercenaries. So be careful. I doubt they'll fight with honor.
When he says that,
does that mean he hates Irish, or is it like
no? Are they gonna hurt our fucking horses? Because I emotionally cannot handle the winter phase chance of losing my horse. If these fucking Irish mercenaries try and kneecap my horse, we're gonna have issues.
Sir Kay puts a hand on your shoulder. Probably, and use any advantage they can get. Right now, we outnumber them on horseback. Yeah. That's why they brought us to these woods. They're doing everything they can to negate our advantages.
No one accuse King Lot of being a fool at war.
No. Anyone old enough and still around knows what they're doing with a sword. And knows their way around a battle.
All right.
Okay. Do we have any idea what's going? Like, do we have any kind of scouts, or is anybody decided to just?
Yeah, like that's what he's giving you back, being like, like outright, like basically the skirmishers are coming back, saying, they're bringing back like Pictish, not banners per se, but like their horses have arrows in them, right? Clearly of Pictish design and stuff. Okay. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're coming back with like some, I guess probably like, I don't, do they use woad? Probably, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. The other big thing here would be Sir Kay would probably look at you, Gareth, and be like, "Are you all right?"
I am now.
Listen, Arthur's my brother, despite having a different pedigree. He's a good lad.
He's no longer a lad. He's a king.
You're right. He's a good king. He says, like, kind of wryly, because, like, you know, like, you've seen even from his best friends here that people still are like mixing up boy and king and, you know, lad, and like they're the level of what is genial, what is official, is yeah.
Sure.
But I know this isn't the only reason why I've come here. I know you had run-ins with Merlin, and well, since he's going to be part of our camp for the next, at least the duration of this war. What do you know of him?
One cannot accuse that Welsh wizard of anything resembling foolishness. He is canny, and he keeps his cards close to his chest. If there is a danger in him, it is not a danger wrought of malice. It is the danger of sheep not understanding the shepherd.
No.
At his best, he is a kind shepherd, and at his worst, well, I sincerely hope I never live to see his worst.
Well, I have heard that we're expecting to pay King Ben's and Borsman's with whatever glory and honors on the battlefield they get, which means none for us, none for these troops. Troops have been out here for marching for, you know, some of us since Easter. I don't know what game Merlin's playing, allowing us to promise such things to Continentals.
Gareth is gonna like kind of cock his head to one side with the unspoken like, what part about sheep not understanding shepherds didn't you get, man? But then Gareth's gonna be like, I think that it's a fool's errand trying to understand the mind of someone like Merlin. He has plans, and I assure you they do not come down to counting Libra.
You're right. Should have faith. Sorry.
Well,
this is pre-battle nerves.
We should have faith, and we should find some way to pay our fucking soldiers.
Yeah. So that's what he's going to be doing this evening.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's do some battles. All right. The battle's going to start in the woods.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So lightly armed and armored Pictish mercenaries are pretty much the whole thing that everyone's fighting here today. Again, because we're not like dictating the terms of the battle, we're not going to do like the full book of battle stuff, but we are going to do the sort of squad-based tactics, what stuff you run into.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need one of you to roll for Arthur's battle here. So his battle's at 7, but he's getting these following bonuses.
I like bonefits.
Bonefit, yeah.
Bonefits.
Bonafides. Bonefits. All right, so here's what's going on. He gets plus... he's getting +5 because you are all on the hills above Pendragon, and like have the high ground here, and your troops are superior for another +5.
17.
Mm-hmm. And you're rolling against King Lot.
Okay.
So that's 25.
Fuck me. Well, I should not have rolled that. So he fails.
He does. But it's not a fumble.
No.
Okay.
That is true.
No, this makes sense. All right, so here's what happens. So we're going to kind of like zoom in immediately and get into the battle. So as you all are marching, that's when like you hear the first sounds of cries on your flank as you are ambushed by a barrage of archers, right? As like you hear their cries and the arrows whip through. So you all are going to be attacked by archers.
It's been 7 weeks, right?
Yes. So
okay, so I'm fully healed up.
7. Yeah. For good point. There was a reason why I wrote 7 weeks down,
7 weeks.
and that was right. The healing rate. Every Sunday, you gain your healing rate's worth of HP. Also,
plus we would have gotten our healing rate whenever we received first aid after the battle.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
One more thing that I learned was that even on a tie, if you would be theoretically dealt twice your size in damage, you're unhorsed. Or so, like, even if you take total damage. So that's something to keep in mind of. But I think at that point, it's typically like you're already dehorsed.
Yeah, if someone deals me 30 damage.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Something went wrong.
Right. Okay. So, archers are basically getting a shot on you before we do battle. So each of you, you're getting to roll. This is basically unopposed. Just if they fail, they miss.
Yeah.
All right. This one's going to Colin. Miss.
Fuck you, Archer.
Right. Gorthrin. Hit. Armor eats it.
Love
awesome.
it. This new half plate is just
I think
nuggets. Like 46 is not going to do much damage through our fucking new armor.
No,
you're gonna need those fancy Frankish crossbows or some shit.
Yeah, that transitional chain. Dang it! All right. Where's the helmet?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I need this would be individual battles. Okay. So you're testing against I believe the intensity of the battle right now.
Okay.
And that will be failed, so that's 20 plus.
Actually, wait, if there's -5 to battle because the army failed, then I think I just crit. Or is it only is it only additive? I don't remember if you get -5 if your army leader succeeds.
It depends on the starting.
Fails. Okay, well.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Damn.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right, you beat me. Okay. So you're able to turn your skill and set up.
Yeah. This reminds me of a fight we've had before.
Yep.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but we had something like this before.
There was a couple of the raids we had to fight, like in the woods, and it was not pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that. It was that raid.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Several of the raid skirmishes were just like bare knuckle. All right.
Oh god, do you remember the one with Nesta? That was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That was great.
All right. You all are getting -5 to your attacks because of the woods on horseback, but you're also getting +5 because you're on horseback. So.
And then +5 because I succeeded in the battle.
Because you're charging. Yeah.
Yep. So it's Gestalt
net
+5.
Net +5. Yeah.
And we get so we're able to charge with lance.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, you're gonna obliterate these dudes.
Ooh.
Oh, not that one. Okay.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble.
Wow, you
drop your lance.
It's not very good.
Your lance is only 12?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a choice.
That was a choice.
Started its 10. All right, yeah. What happens on a fumble for a lance?
I mean, I imagine in the woods here, it's just like it gets snagged on something, right?
It's snapped.
Yeah.
Broken. Yeah.
So you're just gonna have to fight with your sword.
Else.
You almost clothesline yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Well, these archers are going to basically eat it. Colin, roll your charge damage.
Okay. I didn't crit, so no bonuses. Not great. One below average or so. Yeah.
I think at -5. They're not wearing armor, and that's enough to do a mortal wound to them. So okay. So one of them gets a panic shot on you again. This is again Gorthrin. So you miss, like you get caught out of the line, right? As you're trying to detangle your lance, and it snaps off, and then a shot comes at you.
Beamed in the head by a small branch.
Yep. Well, it's 13 again.
Right. Gorthrin's a big man. He was not made for woods,
right? Like that, and he's on his new charger, right? Like
no.
Horser, so he's on his big boy horse. These woods.
All right. It is. Yeah, you are literally a mountain in these woods. That makes perfect sense. I believe that will deal you 1 damage through your armor, right?
Let's see, 13.
Yeah. All right. And Test Horseman.
Oh yeah, if I don't get my shield. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, you fumbled. Okay, yeah, you're able to stay on. Okay. New round. Colin, can you roll 3d6 plus 10 for me?
Yep. 19.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you all are absolutely crushing it. Basically, they are crumbling in this first go-around round. So I actually was supposed to be -10, and this determines the events for this round. And you literally got the best possible event. The whole army is just pushing forward. Everyone is like fighting as one giant unit. Just you're breaking through them. The archers didn't even get a chance to fall back.
Armor, man. You have numbers. We got armor.
You are these light blue guys. All right. Up next, though, is you're going to be up against 2 sets of axemen.
Ooh. 2 axemen each?
Yep. You're driving over them like a warthog to grunts and Halo. Yeah. Plasma grenade goes up. Absolutely. What a reference. Sorry. All right. Yes. You slice through the archers, but they just have so much depth that you're just into a whole line of auxiliaries.
I bet this is probably like we hit their skirmish line earlier than they thought, and so we're now running into the troops that they were probably going to try and retreat behind.
Yeah, that's exactly what you just did. Yep, that's exactly what you did. They didn't even get a chance to run.
It's like great, but also fuck.
Yeah, not good for heavy horse.
Exactly.
Not charging. Correct.
No, you guys are engaged. No, there was no chance to fall back here. You're switching to swords.
Yep. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do.
You can hear like the war horns, like, brr, brr, you know, it's like and just the clashing of steel, and the grunts and yells of men.
All right. I'm gonna do 20 and 1.
That's what I was thinking, actually. Like just enough to qualify as a defense.
To qualify as defense, and the off chance if I get a crit, that means I get my shield, right? So like
crit is fumble.
Exactly.
I mean, with your armor, that's not that bad of a deal, right?
Hold on. Oh no, we don't get the charge bonus anymore. So it's no bonus, no malice.
No bonus, yeah, just straight rolls, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you're 20 and 1.
Yeah, because your +5 being on horse is negated by the wood condition.
By the woods, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same. 20 and 1.
So dear.
Okay. They're rolling at 15s.
Not
actually rolling at 10s because they got -5 against you. So this is soldier number 1 coming against Gareth. succeeds. Soldier number 2 also succeeds. Gorthrin, 1 crits.
That's my first one.
2
that bastard
fails, but you pass as well.
Yeah.
So you fail, but you're taking All right.
I'm taking 2 hits, one of which I get my shield. The other I don't.
Yep.
Not a deal.
Well, the good news here is that they do 46. So, but here's the problem. They're going after your horse too.
Fuck! I know this.
Yep. All right. So Gareth, let's keep resolving this. First one, 13. 1 gets through because you failed, right? And 12.
Yeah, and the second one I take.
No, your first one passed.
Yeah, so first one I get my shield, so I take no damage. The second one,
So ignore my. I did. So one of them you don't take any damage, and you do damage to them. The second one they actually do damage to you. Yeah, you rolled a 9 and a 10.
Yeah, 9. The 10 was a failure.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, but you rolled a 9, and that beats my 7.
Oh, you rolled a 7. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm. Yeah. So you passed actually, and you won with your swords for the first one, but the second one you're getting hit by, and that one is doing the 13 that I just rolled for the top one. Okay.
Okay.
They've got axes.
24. Hey.
Oh my. Well, these ones actually have armor.
Oh fuck.
That ablates 4 damage, which kills them. Yeah, they're wearing like hides and stuff, right?
Oh man.
They're wearing the what is referred to in Worlds Without Number as that faith cloth, right? Like.
Okay, so I smote this one to the ground.
As Mallory put it. Yep.
He's been smote.
He has been absolutely smoted. So what's going to happen is targeting your horse is that at the end of this battle, you're going to be having to roll horse survival. And for every round that I say targeting your horse, you're rolling at a -1. So right now you're rolling 1 year and -1.
Okay, so I'm fuck me.
So keep
right
note of
now
that.
I'm rolling at -3 total because of his age.
Correct.
I don't like it.
Okay, so we don't need to track like our horse's wounds or.
No, don't track.
Good.
No,
that's
it'll just be a horse survival at the end.
That's surprisingly elegant. I like that.
Yeah, that's much.
It means you're never really gonna get your horse taken out from under you, but it also means someone can fuck up your horse, and that feels terrible, and that's great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Watching a thing about the Battle of Hastings, the Norman guy literally had like 4 horses killed under him. I can't imagine this. Like, where do you get?
They go through multiple horses all the time. Every battle, multiple horses.
Yep.
Incredible.
Like, as soon as they started writing and publishing books about it, all they gripe about is how they lose their horses all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, man, the Seleucids figured out you just turn the horse functionally into a crab with armor, and they don't die.
Yeah, you can move no faster than a person walking.
Yeah, and like that's fine. That's cataphracts. That's their job. They're the crabs of the ancient world.
Crabs of the Ancient World is absolutely a band I would listen to. Sorry.
I think that's just a Mountain Goats album.
It definitely is. All right. Sorry. So, Gorthrin, you're taking full damage right now. You're taking 8d6 because they crit you.
They did.
All right. So, God, you're not having a good time in these woods, right? That's obviously what it is. It's not that it's not like you're never incompetent. It's never that you're not doing anything. It's just strictly you were just
all kinds of bullshit. This is not my fight.
20. Yeah, so an axe comes down for 29.
This is not my beautiful fight.
You may ask yourself, how did we get here? But that's not twice your size, so you actually can.
It is not twice my size.
You can definitely roll your horsemanship here.
Anyone who can hit Gorthrin for twice his size can kill Gorthrin in one hit.
Oh my god, you fumbled your horse though.
Gorthrin fumbles
you are smote off your horse.
What does this mean for my horse? Because they're attacking the horse.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine like some guy bigger than you brings this axe down on you, and your horse bolts, probably gets hurt too. Well, So yeah, 35 total now.
Jesus.
You did get your stuff on it though.
Yeah, that's what I think so. Yeah.
So you're getting your 16 or 18 ablated.
This is the worst one that he took.
But this is still 17 damage coming through.
Yeah, well, if he fumbled, he doesn't get a shield.
He didn't fumble. That was last round.
I didn't fumble.
Oh, okay. It was a crit versus normal.
Yeah, it was crit versus
crit versus success.
Got it.
Yeah. So. Yep. So the crit wins. But the problem is that then you just fumbled your horsemanship. At least you're getting these 20s out of the way.
That's
if only it worked.
Always more 20s. It's 20s all the way down, Eric.
And then a regular hit though.
So the crit, the damage that gets through his armor is not a major wound.
Okay.
Although
nice.
It's not
though
desirable.
It wasn't cheap. It was not in the budget. It was not in the budget at all.
But then he's 6. He's still conscious, but he's on his ass.
Yeah. Okay. 46. 13. So another point of damage goes through. Oh, did you pat? No, because you failed that other sword roll. That's why. Yep.
Oh, we both failed that one.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did. Crit and a fail. Never mind. Ignore my other roll.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now we're caught up. All right, round 2. Real bad.
Yeah, I'll say.
Gorthrin, can you roll 36 minus 10 for me?
Do it. 2.
12.
2. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. Is lower better or worse for us?
I don't remember.
Yeah. All right. The enemy seems hesitant. So while they're succeeding here, no one's routing or no one's holding, but it's sort of a stalemate. Although it's not a good thing for you, is what I'm trying to say.
No.
Right.
So you're going to continue fighting against 2.
Against 2. Well, I'm again. Does one come and replace the one I murderized?
Oh yeah, like
okay.
Men are filling the ranks here. There's no chance for you to get a disengage. Again. In fact, yeah, you notice that it's probably just not it's not just Gorthrin who's been dehorsed, at this battle right here, right?
Right.
Some people's horses are deliberately getting targeted rather than the rider, right? And so people are switching to foot.
Sorry, we capture any of these Pictish. I'm just gonna make them into my horses. They're gonna be in the stable, and
that's what everyone's talking about right now. Is that like how honorless this is?
Okay. They're only got a 15. I think I'm gonna do 16.
Yeah, we're sticking in.
I'm gonna match them. I'm gonna do 6 and 15. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So here's my first. Fuck me.
Man.
All right. These 20s. This is not great for you.
All right. Fumble and a fail.
That's also a Mountain Goats album.
Fumble and a fail.
All right.
That's the single EP they released.
Gareth attacks to you. Number 1. Success.
Fuck you.
Success.
Fuck you. All right. No shield.
15 then 9. So 15, 3 damage, and the other one negated.
Okay.
Just test horsemanship to stay on. Gorthrin, how are you splitting?
I think I might. Well, I'm on foot. Is there anyone like Squire, Nesta, anyone around to?
You can have. You can make a Squire test to have someone bring you your horse. It means your Squire literally gives you their horse, so whatever they're riding, which is not going to be a charger, I don't think.
Is it mace time?
I had a courser as what I was riding before.
Courser's not bad.
6 weeks. That's what I've been riding for years.
Well,
right.
Your horse split, so.
Yeah. It's who knows where the hell it is. So I would test Squire. This is what's his name? The Rufus's bastard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've kept their stats handy anywhere. I don't even know how old they are.
Their stats are just literally their age. So their age is their stat.
I'm not even sure how old.
When did you get yours in relation to when I got mine? Because Luelu,
I think it's
just turned 21.
Yeah, I was gonna say
this year.
I think it was 20. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 20. Let's just go. It's 20.
I want to say 20. Yeah, 20 sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know for a fact I am due for a new squire like this year.
We're off, I think, by at least a year, just given.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Huzzah! All right.
If I'm mounted, that's different. Able to get back on a horse. Man, I'm tempted to do the same as last time, 20-1, just because I really want to take one of them out, and hopefully won't
go for it.
have a similar.
If you've got technically more hit points than you're unconscious, then you're good to go. D&D rules. Only the last hit point matters.
For a while. All right.
That's what you needed on the other one.
Yeah, it's really what I needed. Thanks.
Just what I needed.
This is not my beautiful sword.
I know, right?
Oh wait, that was the wrong up. Didn't press up arrow enough. Did we just tie? We literally tied.
Tie.
So
hey, tie with they got an axe. I got a sword. That's
you
axe
break
gone,
his
right?
axe. Oh shit, that's dope as hell. So you don't do any damage. But it's the same guy, right, who dehorsed you, right? You come again and you just go right through it. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Gorthrin's pissed enough where this axe fuck is just like I got your number, and Gorthrin's like, I'm fucking Gorthrin.
Yeah. Counterpoint, I'm Gorthrin. And another hit though.
Yeah.
So his buddy gets behind you.
He does.
This is the 46.
Yeah.
14. 2 points of damage.
2 points.
Yeah, and they're fighting you at 15s rather than the 10s because they're not, because you're foot first foot.
Well,
no, wait, did
horse,
you?
Right?
Oh, you got
yeah,
wait, no, you got back on your horse, so you have to roll horsemanship. That's right. Oh wait, there we go. Perfect. All right. Yeah.
So would he have won? Would he have hit?
No. The one still would have affected. The 14 wouldn't have hit, so you wouldn't have taken that damage.
Right.
Though.
Yeah. That one.
Okay.
The ties count.
That
Gotcha.
good call. Good call. Thanks for checking that. I don't know what's going on. I took a nap, and don't take a nap before a show. Don't do it. Okay. All right. End of round 3.
Ooh.
Colin, roll another 3d6 battle events for me, please.
-10.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Okay. Just a 3. Okay. You are getting surrounded.
Yeah, that follows.
Okay. You're now fighting. You're fighting against 2 axemen, and you're also gonna have to suffer a barrage of arrows.
Yeah, that's.
How do you want to split up your defense?
Fuck the arrows. They do
your horse has
46.
been targeted, by the way. Just keeping track. Okay.
So I got -2 from that. I'm gonna stick with -5 for 16, and I'm gonna ignore the archer. Archer can eat it. Whatever. Fuck you, Archer.
Okay.
That's battle. Wrong skill.
All right, Colin. This is your archer. Fumbles.
Ha!
Jim,
Beefed it.
your archer. Misses as well. All right, so there's a volley of arrows whistle past high, trying to miss their own men. Another horn goes out.
Oh, so close.
Mm.
All right, Colin. Strike against you by Axeman 1. Fails. 2.
Yeah.
Fails.
All right. All right.
Here you go. Getting some damage on them. Jim.
1 damage.
Yeah. All right.
21.
Yeah, I mean, they are gonna pretty much have to make a endurance test here. Okay, they're still up, but yeah, they're take a grievous wound.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same as I've done. He's not.
Not
like fight defensive, but I feel like we could take some of these guys out. You can't get anybody if you're
True.
There's the first one. That was second.
One day we're gonna get that one.
One day we will.
All right, you beat him.
It's not a pretty showing.
Get the first one.
All right. Yeah, the second one gets you though.
Yeah. First one.
Nice
D20,
damage.
15. Fumbles, he's down. Fails the test.
Okay.
Con save takes him down. They don't have any armor, so or like their armor is like 4 and 18 is more than their threshold.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm rolling to see if they continue to stand and fight, and obviously fumbling your Constitution save to endure a major wound is not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see.
All right, but I did get one on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Ooh,
rough.
that's a bad one.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Well, because six.
That's 7 that gets through.
7. Orthrin falls unconscious.
Oof.
No, you have to make it in con save.
Well, he's below. Okay, so he's below his threshold.
Yeah, you're not negative hit points.
No.
Yeah, to keep fighting is a Constitution test.
You roll Constitution, or you roll against your hit point total.
If you're talking
I think
about,
it's
I'm used
minus.
to a major wound has a chance to knock you outright.
Yeah,
If you get a major wound, you have to roll versus the damage.
and that wasn't.
Or,
Yeah, I haven't had a major wound yet. These
Oh,
are
okay.
still just
Then I
bears.
believe.
But-
then I think it's it's
I
something
think
about.
you just no. When you hit unconscious, you're unconscious.
No, I believe you have to. I think Jim was right. You roll against your hit points.
All right. I'm gonna
All
double
right, well, I'm
check.
at 7.
No, okay, you fumbled it.
We've only
All
been
right.
playing this for like a year, so
We-
you'd think I'd know this with how much
Especially
my character
you.
gets fucked up.
Yeah, look,
right?
listen, I have ceded the battle rules expert, like, subject matter expert stuff to Colin here.
At the moment a character goes below this threshold, he slumps to the ground.
All right.
Yep.
What about after? No? Okay.
The game master may wish to let unconscious characters have brief moments of lucidity. They may be allowed to speak quietly, for example. They might be capable of slowly dictating a will.
Okay, I guess I am misconstruing the way injuries work.
You're conflating it with the major wound, where you are rolling against your hit points
Okay.
to see if you get knocked out in one go.
Okay, so there wasn't even a need to roll there. He just gets knocked out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought.
The only roll is, I believe, to see if you fall gracefully off your horse.
Well, you do.
A dex roll is allowed for a mounted character that becomes unconscious with success, indicating that any falling damage is averted.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Well, you can't roll 4 20s in the same battle, right?
Watch me.
All right, so you take d6.
Another d6.
It won't be enough to knock him below 0.
That's good. That is... How
Well,
many
d6.
hit points does Gorthron have?
Total, he's got 32.
Oh, that is so many.
To be young. To be young.
I'm sitting at 27 feeling big. My gorb.
Okay, another 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sitting at 3 right now.
Well, can you test battle for me, Gareth?
Oh, me.
Yeah. So to paint the picture, as you're testing battle, right? So like things are breaking down. You're just getting kind of overwhelmed and pushed back. You're just trying to maintain not cogency. What's the word I'm looking for? Cohesion.
Coherence.
Yeah, coherence. Yeah, and that's when like the archers that you're kind of expecting and rallying people to defend against, there's no more, and where the archers are comes riding through are Sir Kay's men, who have broken through their lines and have come to help you.
Hell yeah.
So you'll be fighting at one person this go around, rather than 2.
Cool. Can I direct my squire to get Gorthrin off the field safely?
Totally.
Because I think I would say like his squire
don't
could
roll a
do
natural
that,
20.
but like his squire just gave up their horse.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, you're gonna need.
So that's a success. Llewellyn.
Oh yeah, it's 21. A 20. So
yeah,
they literally crit it. So it's like right. So like right at that moment, right, of like there's a guy like getting ready to go fucking over and kill Gorthrin, right? Who's like barely conscious, right? That literally that dazing effect, right? That guy, the big axe guy standing over you, right? And then Llewellyn out of nowhere is like, ah! And just like takes him down.
Llewellyn just fucking Tokyo drifts around Gorthrin's body.
Yeah. Llewellyn saves your life. Literally saves your life today.
Oh yeah.
Gorthrin.
All right, Gorthrin will remember this.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna post the name so you have a spelling for how you want to name.
There's way more L's than you think of. Spoilers.
There are no other consonants, by the way.
No, there are 2 vowels and 18 consonants, and they're all L's.
Love it.
There you go. Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so I'm only fighting one. So fuck this dude. Crit.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Finally, get your crit damage against him.
This is a good fight for. This is a good
41.
Fight for me.
Decapitated him. Oh, that's nice. Yes. You had to do it to impress Sir Kay, didn't you? You smote him, as Mallory would say.
I smote him. Yeah.
Well done.
I'm one of the better swordsmen in Salisbury. Yeah. Still left alive, so.
Right.
It's good to see that every once in a while.
So Sir Kay at all, literally in fact, you're probably like in view of Arthur right now. Like in the distance, right? Like they're fighting off, and Sir Kay has come to you all and be like, "The day is ours. They're routing. How do you do?"
Better for those archers being drawn off.
Yeah. They nod to you, and they look at your horse is taking some arrows and stuff. And how goes she?
He's been through worse, and he'll be through worse again. God willing.
Good. Great men to it. As he lets you go, and there gets his bed and blows the horde, and they're continuing to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the conclusion of the battle, and the rest of it's a rout. So it was a 5-round battle. Gorthrin, you're getting glory for 4 of the 5. Because the game doesn't care that you're unconscious. And
it's not appropriate that he gets glory for
this battle.
Sleeping around off.
Yep, this battle you're getting 60 per round.
I got 300.
So 300. Yep, and 240 for you.
Ooh, when did it start auto-calculating? That's dope.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Well,
and then do we get any for the axeman? I managed to at least get 1 axeman.
It's not by enemy in this one. It's just by round.
Okay, just by round. Okay.
Right. The only thing you could claim, well, no, you couldn't claim any ransom because you need your squire to grab them if you want ransom.
Well, they're worth. They got nothing.
That's
also
true. We're not fighting Hearthgonauts or
nope
or anything.
All right. So now here's the real danger roll. Please roll on your horse's survival table.
I took.
You will also be rolling this later this year. This doesn't,
Did
this doesn't supplement the winter phase.
Right. Did they attacked my horse 2 or 3 times?
3 times.
3. Okay, so that's -5.
Gareth or Gorthrin, you kind of lucked out falling off of your horse, so you only have to roll 1. Yeah, and your horse is dead.
For the RIP. For the first one, right? The charger.
Yeah. For your charger, you're going to need to roll. First off, you need to roll. You can't fail a squire test to get your horse back, so that's fine. But then, horse survival is going to be -1 per round, and that was 2 rounds.
So -3 total because they attacked once, and then the 2.
And then whatever else your horse's modifiers were at. But I think your horse was young, So I don't think it mattered.
I mean, this was the one that we got as loot
right.
Loot for.
Yeah, so he's fresh. But
this is the Charger.
So you're rolling -3.
Yep,
that's
and
fine.
Then Courser. He got knocked off. It was one round that he didn't have his horse.
Yeah,
it wasn't attacked, right?
Exactly. So just one.
Okay.
So both are good. All right. Well,
half muttering in his unconscious sleep, "Get my horses."
So he's good, right? And that's the part where like the stumble, happens.
Oh God! And Gareth's got to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
He can't let the horse suffer.
Yeah. Right. So like by the end, you got the end of the battle, right? You got the random, like the camera pans over like the misty, foggy hillscape, right, where like the fog machines are going. You got the random man killed on the battlements for some reason that are out here, right?
Yeah.
And we see your horse like kind of like staggering and limping down.
Yeah,
right?
I think
like, clearly lamed from the battle.
Gareth has like all the tack and bridle and all that taken off, and like get the horse to lie down on its side, feed it like some parsnips, like the good stuff. Give him the good
parsnips,
good meats, and he just like talks to it quietly for a little bit, and then cuts its throat.
That's got to be harder. I didn't think about that. That's tougher to do when not in an age of gunpowder.
Yeah, it's because it's gotta be quick.
Yeah.
Right? So you gotta get the horse to like let you do it and not scare it. Horses are emotional creatures.
Yeah.
And this is hurting my heart, y'all.
Yeah, man. And like
this is hurting my heart.
I know,
so
like
much.
Sorry for like animal violence here. But it's a matter of like, yeah, like this is like of course you feel sad about this shit. Like of course this is hard. This is like how long have you had that horse?
Almost a decade.
Yeah.
Right? Because 7 years and then 2, because I bred him, right? This is one of the first horses I bred. And he's at -2, so, and I start tracking that at 7 years. So yeah, he's nine. I've had him for 9 years.
Was to be Aceman's horse.
Well, Aceman got the horse from Battlefield Loot.
Ah, right.
Right. They got the new Charger and then went home.
Wow.
And went home. I was just going to take this Lamborghini home with me.
Problematically, I actually don't have a horse anymore. I have my Squire has a Rauncey, and if you look at my other horses, I have one expected in 5'11", 5'12", 5'13", 5'14", and another in 5'13".
Well, you're gonna have to get one.
I keep losing them. They're all Chargers too. Like I'm rolling in the Chargers. They're just not old enough to ride yet.
Rolling in the Chargers. Another good album. Well, what makes it even worse is that as you're done picking through the bodies of the downed Picts, that's when word comes down that none of this is to be yours. That this is all going to be, anything worth here is going to be given first to Arthur, who says he has to claim it and give it promised for upcoming forces you haven't seen. So now an army that didn't even fight here today is getting this treasure as part of paying them.
We knew that was coming, but it still sucks.
Yep. Believe it or not, there's another battle.
Yeah, I believe it. I do believe that.
Because as you drove the mercenaries away, you still haven't fought King Lot. And that's basically the part where we're picking up here. It's like after the battle, that's when like you see Arthur's mad, being like, where is he? He wouldn't even do me the honor of meeting me on the field. Sir. He was so, he heard word and was so moved by your speech that he wants you to be more than just king on this field. So he didn't show up. That's like what is they're saying, like just kind of like comfort him.
To be honest, if Gorthrin is not is Gorthrin going to be healthy for this next battle?
Probably not. He needs surgery. Surgery.
Yeah.
Because he went unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
He's got so he'd need that. Plus, I mean, I can get a first aid roll for all of the minor injuries he has.
Yeah, let's do the first aid roll first.
I should do that too. Mine's not. Well, after week, this is done already. So if it's
it's literally tomorrow. So
yeah, there's no way.
This is day 2 of the battle
for fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll that first aid then.
Yeah. So this is you all being back at camp, healing up.
I will check in on Gorthrin. Be like, hey, bud.
Yeah. You're not the only ones here, right? Your Earl isn't here and all, but I mean, a lot of folks have taken a lot of nasty blows and are complaining about how many of them been knocked off their horses and have had to, lost their horses. And now, no one here though has really heard the news. I think you all were some of the first people to hear it about the no treasure thing.
Yeah,
which is another big morale penalty. But okay, surgery. This would be an 18.
Yeah, I'm looking to see because he's below half.
Yeah, the good news. Yeah,
healthy.
The good news is that some of the best surgeons are in Carlion, so it works out okay.
Yeah, that is good.
All right.
Yeah.
So no penalty or anything like that.
Turns out this is what nuns do.
Just against 18. Okay, so I regain 1d3.
Your healing rate.
Healing rate. Okay, which is 3. Okay, so I'm back to full. Top me up. Top me up, ladies.
Gorthrin.
You want me to roll the surgery or?
Yeah, it's your character. I want you to roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Surgery, same as first aid, 18.
All right. So
nice.
All right. Now that he's had his
the
tender administrations.
Does surgery immediately mean major wound? I think it you roll aging.
You are unhealthy. It's a state of health, not a major wound.
Oh, right, because you continue to deteriorate.
Yeah, he was below half hit points and went unconscious.
Right.
So let's see. A successful roll means that deterioration does not occur for that week, so he does not get any worse. And once he comes above half hit points, he is considered healthy.
Perfect.
So if he has, and then I think each successful first aid gives what, D3 or healing rate?
Healing rate. I'm remembering this now from some of the first battles.
Right.
You roll for each wound that you have. So certain, a wound 7, that will never be fully healed by a first aid check because it's higher than generally your healing rate.
I only have one that's going to get completely healed. But I have 5 wounds. So one of them, that middle one, is a fumble.
A 51 is probably a fumble. Yeah.
Well, look at this.
Well, no, I think per roll.
Right, you can roll for each one, right?
You have to roll for each wound that you've received. But isn't when you roll a fail, you can't roll anymore? Or is it just each wound?
Let's
check. How often has this been?
The book, yeah, right.
All right.
First aid.
The other big thing. No.
Oh, it is D3.
It is D3. Okay.
Yeah. It's independent of healing rate, so I got to roll D3. But that's a fumbled first aid causes a further 1D3. I'm looking at page 148, 149.
Where am I thinking that first aid heals your healing rate?
You just get your healing rate as long as you don't do anything to make it worse. So he needs more. He gets out of the surgery. This healer fumbles. Now he needs it again.
Got it.
But it doesn't say anything about the not being able to get.
God.
Characters that gain successful first aid for all of their wounds usually do not require chirurgery unless they have suffered a major or mortal wound.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't stop you. It just you immediately take D3 damage for a fumbled first aid.
Performance first aid. I'll take it. So we'll just do these in order.
So you require surgery until you've recovered half your total hit points.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you're out of the battle.
Yeah, he's not doing anything for this battle.
Oh, 6E has the rule about first aid healing rate. That's where I saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I think your third wound, Sister Lycia, she's like, all right, my love, I'm trying out a new poultice made entirely of mud. Nothing else, just God's clean mud right in the wound there.
Yeah. Thank you, sister. Be fine.
So you're healing. You heal 3, heal 4, take 3, heal 3,
heal 2.
Heal 2. So net like 5, 6.
2, 3.
It's not enough to bring him above half.
4, 5.
No, he's fucked up. He's got a bunch of he still has wounds from the 2 axe he has wounds from the axes and the falls, which is what got him.
Yeah, you're covered in cuts.
Up. He's gonna be taking weeks to recover. I now see the value of the pagan religious bonus because that would boost my healing rate to a 6. Essentially, if I had that,
you spring back.
You spring back quicker.
Yeah, they just bounce back.
Do like a battle back to back like that if you had the first aid.
Anyway. So you're still less than half, right?
I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna look.
All right. So here's my question for you: would you still want to fight? Like, would Gorthrin... Does Gorthrin need to prove something?
There's something in me that that says that, yeah, he would still... Yeah, he's got 24 damage unhealed. I mean, he's only seeing at 8. He is at his unconscious threshold. Like, he might not have a choice. He might not be.
Oh, then no, you're not.
He is unconscious.
No, you're still going in and out. Yeah, like
in and out. Yeah.
He tries. He stands up, passes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I not doing cartwheels?
Right. Give me my.
Yeah. So I love the idea that like there's a moment when you're like recollect and you're like I can do this. I got this. Yeah. And you stand up and you're like I do not have this at all. And you
makes the nun fumble.
Yeah, you stumble back onto the bed. Yeah, like you collapse and you think you're falling onto the bed. But you do that awkward miss the bed, but like almost takes the bed out for you, and you're like, yeah, no, there's no way. You're not getting out here today.
No,
you need rest. You've done all you can, Sir Knight. Plus, plenty more. There's plenty more glory to come, so
mumbles something as he passes out.
Yeah.
Blood soaked spittle on his beard.
Right. Well, and that's when there's new troops coming into camp as Banzenbor's men arrive. Much faster than expected.
Is this our battle of Snowden or White Snow, where Marcus Aurelius Ambrosius finally wins? Is that our moment? Is this the battle coming up that we're doing?
So and the first person to come back into camp who like rides by, like, it's Merlin, he's back. He rode like the wind, and with him are the kings from the continent. 300 knights each.
Conspiracy of kings. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's the standard unit.
This is considered magical. You don't get any glory for seeing it, but the idea that you could have rode up here this fast, given the timeline of 7 weeks.
The magical march of Bran and Boars. Boom.
Yes.
0. I like recording stuff even if it doesn't have glory associated.
Yeah. So Arthur gets preoccupied trading with his newfound allies. But they come here in time, ready for day 2 of the battle, the actual one against King Lot. And the order comes down that due to the loss of most people's horses, that there's might not be a chance to actually go into this battle on horse, and that we're going to be entering it on foot, and that we're going to rely on these fresh allies to help us.
All right, this is a new one.
Yeah, basically, he has to make the choice of whether or not he wants to have, half strength forces on horse, or try to, or like even worse, try to like recombine folks who've never fought really together, or just be like, nah, just go on foot. Right? I'd rather fight with 250 who know each other on foot than 150 on horse. That's kind of like
as like. People are suggesting finding, a dead knight's horse or something, but like, man, I don't want to go in a battle with a horse I just met.
Yes, exactly. And plus, like here, this is the part when you see that they get all of these horses that were corralled up and stuff. That you're like, oh, that would have been a good horse. Oh,
it would have been a good one.
Nope.
The beautiful eyes.
Yep. Gone to the Frenchies.
I think in a weird way, Gareth feels guilty about feeling vindicated for sending Aeswyn home. Seeing Gorthrin laid up like this, being like, that could have been my kid, and I love Aeswyn, but she's not as tough as one of the toughest knights I know. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. All right. Jim, do you want to play your squire, or do you want to play someone else for this battle? Or should we just amalgamate Nesta. The battle? You want to play Nesta?
I play Nesta, yeah.
All right. Okay, so then you're going to be forming units of foot, so this charge does not give you the benefits of that +5 for the first go around here.
All right.
But this time Arthur is aided by Merlin as well, so he's getting a +10 to this. So here's what happens. So Merlin is giving you all +10. You're getting +5 because you still have the superior tactical ground, but your troops are no longer superior because you lost most of your horse.
15 plus
7. 22.
7.
22 versus 25.
Okay.
Jim, can you roll the 25 for King Lot? And Colin, you roll for Arthur.
Success for Arthur.
Success for Lot. Okay.
Lot wins.
Mm-hmm. All right, then.
He probably sees the advantage the unhorsings have given him. Almost certainly.
Almost certainly.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see. For Nesta's skill, is it still 15? I was just using like generic.
No, that's no way. Yeah, that's been way. No, she's more worn down from here. Make it 18.
Okay.
Furthermore, so to give you a depiction of this battlefield, Arthur's forces are more split up than normal. Instead, Arthur has deployed these men afoot on mostly like these sparser hilltops, kind of overlooking this bed of green valley. So it's all mostly still like heavy woods and stuff, but like you have all marched and moved to basically as much clearing as you can, and that's back to the highest grounds.
Okay. Trying to be, if we can hold the good ground, their advantage of maneuver is lessened because like
exactly because King Lot's going to have horses and stuff. Exactly, right? So like, what do you do when you're men afoot, right? Very much so. Okay, so good luck. You're getting charged by knights with lances.
I hate it.
Yep.
Bring back the picks.
Yeah. Right?
Can we at least use our lances as spears?
Nope.
No.
Well,
I mean, we use the spear skill
bonus.
Yeah, right? But they're not great spears. Great spears give you that benefit of negating them, but that's not what you're using. Great spears are like a Saxon thing.
But it doesn't like off. It does. Okay.
No, the great spear. The great spear is what you're thinking of that offset that penalty before when you're on foot. But that's not the spear that you have.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lance would have the bendy front. That I was actually just reading about like the development of spears, starting with Alexander's companions, and one of the things I think I sort of read between the lines on is how often RPGs conflate a spear with a lance.
Right. They're
not sticky. Not all sharp sticks are created equal, as it turns out. No. There's a lot more going on with spears than I thought. It was interesting stuff out there.
Okay. You're fighting against ordinary knights. Each of you. Prepare. Rolling against an 18.
Okay.
This is including the +5.
Okay. You got a crit to beat me, buddy.
Easy. Just kidding. I fail. Against Gorthrin. 12.
Go.
You beat me. Okay.
That's...
You push aside their spear. 15 damage.
So that gets through.
That does get through damage. The shield. That does do 3. They stay on horseback. 17 is very good, but that does not get through their armor. Okay. Can you test battle for me, Colin?
Gladly.
As your army braces.
Success.
Nice. And now roll that 3d6 minus 10 for me.
Nope. 4.
Okay. Yeah, you have these knights right where you want them. They are getting Okay, so they basically kind of hit you head on, thinking that you're all gonna break, thinking that they're on foot, they're tired from yesterday, and instead you just rebuff them, and they begin to scramble and are disorganized. So you're all gonna get +5 to this round.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Good
+5.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good. I mean, we're in the woods.
They don't know what to do. They thought this should be easier than what it was. You know, they thought that you were a softer target.
Biggity
but you're still against knights, though. And
stab you with my sword. That's a critical.
That's a crit.
You should have had -5.
I thought you said +5.
Oh, but you get +5 because they're disorganized. Yeah, so that's right. So there you go.
In the woods, right? Like if they're in the woods on horseback, don't they have a further -5?
You know, they definitely should have. They should have been rolling straight dice. Well, it's like the thing, it's flipped now, where it's like, they're getting +5 for being on horse, -5 for being in the woods, +5 for the charge. And now this round is just straight dice.
Just straight dice. Gotcha.
Yep.
But you should be getting a -5 for the height differential, but then you're getting +5 because they're disorganized. So again, straight dice. All right, Colin. Yep, that guy gets owned.
Okay.
And I fail against Jim.
30 damage.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Make your horsemanship, sir. I'm taking your fucking horse,
No, that's
guy.
twice as. That's twice his size. He's down.
I'm taking his goddamn horse.
Hell yeah.
We literally just told the guy who suggested that in chat. We literally just said we're not gonna ride his horse.
Well, I'm not gonna ride it. Not riding it. I just want his horse.
You're squire. Yeah, you're a squire to get that horse, right?
Yeah, I just need something to train on for the rest of this year.
The real MVP of this battle is obviously the Llewellyn, right?
We all knew when we met her that she was destined for competent middle management. This is absolutely.
She's a team player.
To be honest, whoever the
17.
fuck I was saddled with for the marshal squire, fucking Llewellyn should be that.
Yeah. Well, might have to tell the Earl.
We aren't speaking right now.
Yeah, that's true. You might not have that many chances. Okay. New round battle.
Batal, any modifiers?
You should have +5 to this because they're disordered.
Success.
Nice. Now roll 3d6. -10. Once more.
-1.
Not great. Yep. I think this could go either way. Yeah, it could go either way. It's hard to tell.
Okay. The bisexual battle.
Yes. All right. You're fixed in. Gareth, you have a chance to make an awareness test as you don't have a guy around you.
Ooh, and I've been boosting awareness. Hell yeah. Give me that. Give me
Nice.
that choice nuggets.
Okay. Would you do? Okay. So from here, you have a chance to have a breather as you get this horse. No one's directly on you. You could either choose to give everyone here sort of a benefit of like kind of help trying to direct people, or you could like immediately go aid somebody and like have them auto succeed.
I'm gonna try and help it. Everyone, I'm the marshal. I'm used to helping direct battles, so that's my area.
Hell yeah. Okay. So then, Gorthrin, you're getting a +5 to this.
Yeah.
So you're starting getting glory for this round. Just for the record.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But I mean the same thing with Gareth. For just because you're not attacking somebody, you have a second to shore up everybody.
If I didn't give you that bonus, you would have crit. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I wouldn't have. I would have had a.
They're not disorganized this round.
Or
But I roll a 2, so you get this one.
All right. Yeah, it would have been 18 there. 16 damage.
Okay.
bad.
Too bad.
But if they got their shield though.
Crit their
Yeah,
horseman.
then it's probably not gonna be.
They remain upright. All right. Because you got to do this whole battle, or you can roll your battle again at +5,
Okay.
and then roll 36.
Crit.
Hey! Let's do this opportunity.
Okay.
Roll a d20 for me. See what its 6 is. These come up once in a lifetime. Book of Battle.
It turns out when Gareth doesn't have a death wish, he's actually pretty good at his job.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, I think in some ways he wanted to be the young knight again because Arthur made him feel young and optimistic once more, but like he's like, I'm actually the old dude who like directs battle and is a good swordsman but has weak noodly arms. I can live with that.
All right, so you have the chance to return the favor for Sir Kay.
Hell yeah!
You can attack them at +10. So you get to help Sir Kay's, who's in battling King Lot's like heavy guard here. So you don't find an opportunity to get to King Lot or anybody, but you are able to give them a disorder a solid enemy with a flanking strike.
Hell yeah! I'm with Nesta, right? I think I invoke that raid that we shared together, being like, after we're on foot again, right? That happened in the woods too. Let's do it.
Do it.
So +10.
+10. I'm rolling at a 31.
But you're so total of +5 actually though, because you're fighting against people on horse.
Right.
On horse, yeah.
So +5 total.
Cool.
But you're fighting against people who are better than you.
Good. I rolled a natural fucking 1.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
One day.
Right? Because one day.
12, they beat you.
That's
And Jim? Yeah, you crush him with the sword. Okay.
Yeah,
Gareth. 24.
Ooh.
Brutal roll.
24. Get my shield, though, so it's
You do.
6.
6. 18, 6. And Jim, let's see your ridiculous rolls. That's not right.
That's only one of the damages.
Yeah, double it. Roll again. Oh,
That's
35 is a little more respectable there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Crunch.
The men of Salisbury impressing Sir Kay's forces. Any good quips to say to Sir Kay and their skill?
This is certainly a K to remember.
Oh.
Kill this man. That's fair. That's fair. Oh.
No quips for me.
Well.
Oh, man.
You are showing the men of the you are showing the knights of the north that Salisbury knows how to fight, though. Let me tell you.
I'm saying, right? We're just
glorious.
Oh, man, the Knights of Salisbury just take a beating.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then that will conclude this battle. Actually.
4 rounds.
Yep. It's not a fast. You all are blazing through this. The fact that you all were so successful in those past 2 rounds and you were able to help out.
Is this the second Battle of Belgrade, or what do we call
this is the second. This is day 2 of the Battle of Belgrade. Mm-hmm. So, good job between you all and the fresh troops. King Lot is sent packing. And then furthermore, we deal with the grumblings of the camp. So after the tallying of the dead and going through the supplies and realizing how much more is given to these men who just showed up here, that's when I guess this probably comes up through Sir Kay's men first, right? Being like, this isn't right. It's not right that we would fight and shed blood, and these men who just arrived here for one day get all of the glory. And Sir Kay is promising him that, just hang on, there's a plan. Just be patient. And this other knight's getting mad and disgruntled around, and and this disgruntled begins to spread through the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Arthur and Merlin and some other knights, in fact, Bracius and Ulfius, come carrying chests of silver. All engraved on these things are all of the Ciargus's seals.
What?
Yeah. And that's when Arthur announces that Merlin led them to an ancient cache of coins. How ancient? But there is more treasure here than you can count, and this is a bounty for everyone. And he says to you all that it's never easy to have to fight for nothing. And I want you to know your faith has been rewarded. And he begins to give everyone their gifts as appropriate. Each of you are earning 20 librum.
Fuck.
This year. Again, chests full of silver. Yeah.
Fuck. I would like to test generous.
Yeah.
Gareth is not going to not accept the gift.
You need a horse though, but okay.
I need a fucking horse. I mean,
well, you got one technically. Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta like train with it a little bit. Hopefully, I have time to do that before the next fucking battle. Unless that's tomorrow.
No one's gonna order you to give up that horse. By the way, like that's why you get to keep it. Just so you know, like you're if Gorthrin took the horse, maybe there would have been something that you would probably have to step in and be like, it's, you know what I mean. But the fact you're you, no, Arthur's not. You know what I mean?
All right.
Okay.
But I would like to roll generous to see if it kind of occurs to Gareth to pass it along to the Confederation of the Born, which is still a thing.
Yeah.
So
that's generous.
Because I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
Sure.
This would be which person of the Born? Awesome. I believe that is not Tony.
Yeah. I think Gareth wants to like do a thing for the Confederation.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I'm not going to this. I'm not keeping this money, the loot.
Yeah.
I am throwing a feast for the Confederation of the Born.
It's Pedrog.
All right.
It's Sir Pedrog. It's Sir Pedrog the Paunch.
The Paunch. Okay. We like him. We like him.
He's a good guy.
That's a good Pedrog. The Pedrogs are like 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
It's
quite sure.
It's like meeting someone named Kyle in my experience. My best friend's name is Kyle, but also someone I fucking hate. So like, I don't know.
Not
Kyle's
a good track record.
Miss. It's, Kyle's out there watching this. Prove me wrong. All right.
See, I don't know what that's like because every Eric I've ever met is pretty good. Eric.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As long as they spell their name with a C. Anything else other than there's actually like an Eric meta of like you don't trust anyone with extra letters. it's like a CH. Don't trust that shit. They're unreliable, untrustworthy.
Is this a big thing on the forums?
Yeah, the Eric, okay. Like Eric, like how do you spell Eric? It's a C. Oh, thank God! like there's a silent meta amongst Erics that this is a known entity. Sorry. Anyways, what were we talking about? You want to give him money to Pedrog, right?
I was gonna give it to. Well, you know what? Actually, I'll give it to Pedrog and be like, use this money to throw a feast. We're having a feast on you, and here's the money for it. Because I don't want to host it myself because then it's still centering me in the act of charity. So it's like, here, I'm being generous to you. Let's have a party, man.
Yeah. Oh. Right, well, next year be okay.
If we're not done by then.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And so here's what's going to go on this year.
Just gave 20.
Yeah. Yeah, you honor him. So here's the thing. Now, after this, the Earl Sanam is going to offer you all to go to his court. Basically to be like, Arthur, stay with me as long as you want. Anyone here is invited. You all have been traveling, for so long. It's literally August, right?
Yeah. Gareth's going to ask what Gorthrin's doing. I'm probably going to go with you. So it's like, if you're feeling not up to traveling right now.
He's not fit for travel. Like, I'm just looking at it, would aggravate things. He'd start taking damage, not get his healing rate. I think he's stuck wherever he is until he is at least above half hit points.
So that was,
at least.
So leading up to this, I was going to ask you whether or not you would start making arrangements to head home, or would you wait for folks to heal up before heading home and staying at the Earl's?
Stay with Earl.
Avail them of their hospitality.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe.
Bonus unlocked. Arthur, late August, hears that Caroace, one of the kings under King Lot, has been messing up Camelliard, which is another one of the lands belonging to God, what was his name? No, it's the other way around. He is Lodogrants. That's his name. I can never remember everyone's names here.
Oh, okay.
Lodogrants of Camel Yard. He's the guy who's played by Sir Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Old Binging with Babish. His land's under attack, and Arthur is going to go out and requesting troops to go help relieve them. This could be after you can be healed up, Gorthern, if you want to go there, or we could be like, we're good, and let's just do a winter face and get out of here because we're too tired.
Gorthon's got to redeem himself, I think. An attempt to. How are we just assuming that if he's cared for in a proper facility that he'll recover?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to make you roll in the Earl's domain. There's nothing like stressful. It's not like it's like a dirty place or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like you're getting like Arthur wouldn't allow it, right?
He's just like it's the accumulation of a lot of little.
It's a ligament. It's you tore your ACL. Like it's You gotta keep the weight off of it. Something you can really do about it. Okay. All right then. So then next week we will do that and winter phase. I promise, the winter phase, and deal with all of the justice events that happen for this year for Arthur.
Hell yeah.
But I think we will say that during this time, I think in the domain of Earl Sanum, here's a couple of things that get named formally. Sir Ulfius, after returning with Sir Bans and Sir Bors, is dubbed Chamberlain of King Arthur's court. Sir Brastius is given the title of Warden of the North, basically responsible for defending this basically battle line through winter. Sir Kay is pronounced Seneschal. Basically, not like a Carleon proper, but just wherever Arthur is going to end up. So like right now it's Carleon, like just as King of England or of Britain, he's the Seneschal. So and I think there's one more, but I don't remember who it is. I don't know who this guy is. Sir Baldwin. Sir Baldwin is named Constable, but we don't care about
Baldwin.
We don't stand cops here, so who knows? All right.
By the way, how much glory per round for the second battle?
Oh, good question. I believe it's 40.
40, so 44, so 160 total.
60.
Okay.
That's for Esther. She gets that plus whatever.
This doesn't seem right. What the fuck, Greg? Day one should. This is no. It's going to be at least 60. Like, how do you get 60 glory fighting a bunch of mercenaries, but not 60 against knights? Hello?
Weren't we outnumbered in the first one?
You were outnumbered. I guess, is that the fact? Is that the contributing factor?
And we had the advantage of better troops. Yeah, I mean, they seemed roughly equal.
It should have been a wash of let's do 60-60. So let's do 60. I'll give you as a treat. I wasn't giving you experience for the crits that you rolled between your crit for battle, your crits for your swords. So let's make it an easy 60.
I gotta make sure I got that stuff checked.
But yeah, make sure you all check that stuff.
Battle sword, yeah, I've got that checked.
Oh,
I don't think I critted lance anywhere. Nope. Okay.
This was a little bit rough for me. I missed this last week, and I thought I could just get back into the saddle missing a week. And I tell you what, rules kicked my ass today.
Oh, forgive me. God.
I mean, we're also like using a lot of them we've not really used before. Like usually there's a battle, and then next year, you kind of not really much about.
I should have given the money to Luelu.
Ooh,
you want to retcon it?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, like saved Gorthrin's life, helped, like kicked ass the whole battle. Yeah, I think I wanna reward Luelu.
Holy shit! Okay,
because they're being knighted, so maybe it's like buy them. Are they getting enfiefed? Maybe 20 Libra goes towards getting them a manor.
Well,
that's taking it off their family's obligation for it. Like that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. That's a lot of cash.
Yeah.
It's a huge...
And I recall them being very annoying. It's just, this is, like, right there, the motor mouth, and Gareth's like, I don't like motor mouths.
Yeah. Well... Yeah,
20
and
Libra
you know what?
for a manor on the other side of Salzburg.
Right.
Oh,
right.
for sure. But, like, I don't think Llewellyn has said anything to you, Gorthrin. Like, after that's gone, or even, like, kind of visited you when you were healing, right?
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Like
Gorthron would do something else for her. Yeah.
Okay.
Her, them?
Her. Yeah, so I don't think, yeah, because, like, yeah, I don't think she's the type of person who would, like, run her mouth, like, you know, being like, aren't you so grateful for saving you or anything like that. I just think she just did it. And it's more of a question of how you feel about it in return.
I think once there's a time to breathe, Gorthron would give some kind of gift or acknowledgement.
Well, there's plenty of time here at the court of Earl Sanham, right? If there's something you want to do now, like you think would be a worthy gift that you would kind of like be able to, you know, come up with no access to London or just anything. For what it's worth, though, like King Arthur has like his whole troop here and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be too far fetched to be like, I pulled some strings to get you this cool thing, right?
Yeah.
But
Eric,
I think
what does Llewellyn think of Gorthrin? Like,
yeah,
does she like
that? Like if Gorthrin wrote a note, would she check yes? I don't know why I clicked the wrong button.
Just throwing that one out there. I saw a bus coming, and I thought, Jim, you would fit so nicely under that bus.
Just right there, right under the axle.
It was made for
you. Oh man, her driving trait was cruel, but her second trait is lustful.
Is she one of those people who like only dates married men?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So is there like so is this like when you're
2 nights in the fields? It's nobody's business but theirs.
So then the question here is, so this is oh man, so this is Gorthrin. Do we want to do that? Is this Gorthrin's doing?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I want to throw Gorthrin under the bus. Really?
No,
it's whatever.
I'm down.
Do you want to test? Like, do you want to test like chaste or lustful here to see like if you want to like
or do you just
better judgment,
give in,
or do you just check lustful and being like, Llewellyn saved my life?
Like maybe it's one of those like, finds out, thank you for saving my life kind of thing. I'll have to do something to repay you, and then like he doesn't mean for it to be innuendo, but then maybe a look or a glance between the two of them, it becomes innuendo.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that as you're like removing your tunic to check on your like extremely charismatic wounds.
As like exactly. Like the shirt comes off and Gareth is ripped as hell, right? Like, yep. And she's like, oh, let me help you with that. And then there's that brief little space between faces, and then there's just this.
Yeah.
There's just
let me help
kissing.
You with that. You've done enough.
Yeah,
I could do more.
There is and there's just a surge of electricity. You know what I mean? Like it just sometimes like, and there's chemistry, right? Like it just happens.
It happens.
Cool.
Face
medieval cover of Berlin's "Take My Breath Away" plays as we call for the session tonight.
Right.
I was thinking of Hosier's "Take Me to Church."
Take Me to Church. Yeah.
I'll take the aggravation damage.
All right, that's the. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, and that'll do it today.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Very good.
This is a really long year. I promise not every year is going to be this far.
I mean,
this
is turning of the tides. This is like a very much an important year. So,
yeah. All right.
I think I can cross 1100. I think, fingers crossed, or 11,000 rather.
Yeah, this year is very much like if you can survive this year, but it is a marathon.
Year, yeah, and then get that +1 size.
So you're going to be relieving the siege of Camel Yard next week.
Very good.
Awesome.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes in Excalibur. So this is cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is that one.
Yeah, when this is in that movie when Arthur gets knighted by Orions.
In the moat.
Yeah, that's this battle that you're in.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're literally you're unnamed dude with like pig helmet.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'll take the pig helmet.
Okay. Like you're one of those guys on the side of it. Okay.
Love it. You love to see it.
Extra number 3.
Yep. All right, everybody. Any announcements for us? We good?
Nah.
Nah.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right,
y'all know who we are.
You do. So thank you, everyone. We're so glad to be back, and so glad that everyone was here to watch us, and laugh with us. This is so good. I love this game so much.
So good.
Yep. All right. Good night, everyone. See ya.
Night.